it's not going to be as effective of a presentation as it could be with a 3D printing. So, we've got the software nerds and the people that can, know how to sell products in the e-commerce space, but we're looking for, like I said, kind of the manufacturing geeks and the design geeks that can take it from the concept or the physical component into a good reality. So, and what I'd say, going from the spark of a dream, this is my nice little part, so I'm going to read it, to market is what One Spark is all about. And telling that story through something that combines a couple companies, a couple tech firms at the beaches with Coworks Jacks and Forge Jacks, I think is a story, that I'd like to be a part of, and I want you guys to be a part of it. And, imagine if you were in the room when something amazing and sexy like the Walkman or the beeper was presented. And you're in that room with the people that can make it happen. Well, this is the room for the orb, but you are the people that can make it happen. Vote for the orb. Yes?
How does it connect to receive the messages?
Yeah, the orb is the place the only place you can listen to the messages. You send them from your phone like a normal app, your address book, only people in your orbit can actually do it, so it's got a social networking component associated with it. But it's all just as simple as hit a button, record the message, it shows up on the person's orb.
Yeah, so they need to have a Wi-Fi.
You have to listen to it on the orb, and it's about there's a little bit of limitation introduced into it on purpose to drive this form.
And it's already something easy to do. You can send it to, again, kind of somebody that's not super technical, send it away from your own, you can sync it to their Wi-Fi network. So once they kind of pull it out of the box, it's ready to go. And, yeah.
So what would act as the gatekeeper, so, the orbit, to be able to filter those who you really want to be in touch with versus spammers?
Right, well, exactly. It's spam free because you do control your orbit, which is your network of orb users. This is not meant to be a network of your 200 friends that you haven't talked to in forever. This is an intimate network. It may only be the one person. It might just be your parents. It might be the person you're married to or your kids. It's a network of 20, not of 200. And the only, you approve your network. You can set up however many orbit rings you want through the app. But, people can already, your friends and friends of friends can already reach you, on Snapchat and WhatsApp and all those kind of things. This isn't for those people. This is for, the people that have, know that there's a thought that they want to express, know that they don't need, they can express it right now, and it's only going to get to you when you are open and welcoming to the idea of receiving it, when you're at the orb and not when you're out and about and doing things. Yeah.
When you envision this, are you, am I going to be putting this on my desk in the office, or am I going to be putting this on my kitchen table? Or
yeah. Well, that's kind of the question. We've had answering machines, connected to the phone. It's been in the, the hallway or the kitchen table or the home office or even just a nightlight by the bedroom. Heck, you could even put it in the closet and close the door so that only when you're seriously ready to witness the orb, you open it. But and part of that is actually some of the things that we want to go over with these guys. Is it's, you can make it this jazzy something that works in every room that you've got. That can just as easily go in the living room and sit on your desk. We've all put some weird stuff on our desk before. Yeah.
The model I see here is the inverse of the 70s mood ring. You put this thing on your finger in the 70s and it told everybody else how you felt. This tells you how the world is feeling about you.
Exactly. Well, and heck, you can orb yourself if you really want to. Maybe it's not 20 friends, but maybe you follow a thought or guru, and they can send you daily affirmations, or you just had a bad day, send yourself a positive message, light it up with your favorite color when you get home. It's something else that you can experience. Yeah.
How do you get them along?
Yeah, that's part of both the software response and hardware response potentially. We really want it to be kind of one button or a tap or a turn. But part of it is you're not going to get a flood of messages because you got 20 people. You can actually have the conversation with somebody like, hey, seriously, you can maybe just call me next time instead of sending me a bunch of orbs. But it's basically mostly handled through the software. And you'd be able to control how your orb traffic kind of routes.
One more question.
Who wants it?
See one right here. Go ahead.
Yell it out.
I have a question. Okay, so you have 2 different orbs, and like at the office, I'm really interested and open to the idea of getting a message, and also at home at night, I'm really.
Yes, you are our
Oh.
favorite customer. Or wherever you want. You know, as long as you have like the Wi-Fi access, you can do it. But it'd be the exact sort of thing, you know, like you're saying, like I want to send a message. I'm not going to try to blow up your phone. You don't need to check the voicemail. You know, that orb is going to glow. You're going to know who it's kind of coming from. And, you know, they're just sort of sending you some little sweet little thought during the day, knowing that you don't have to check it right now. You don't have to bring the phone out of your pocket. But I just wanted to share something with you. Have it in the home, have one in the office. You have multiple orbs, again, from the software solution.
So I guess, bouncing off of that question, if in the instance where you have your family and you have one in each room, like what is indicating which one you're sending it to? And then does it just continuously glow until you listen?
Right, well, you know, again, it's a software solution with the app. It'd be a lot better if I had some of those things kind of mapped out for you. But yeah, if you have multiple orbs, each orb is its own identity. So you could have, the oldest kid, the youngest kid, the home office. You could have those orbs, have them part of your network on the app. You'd be easily able to switch from all of them. There's a lot of things that you can do with the software to, like I said, hit the, home emergency, red, seriously, everybody, we're out the door right now, it's time to leave. So yeah, you can easily, just as easily as you can have 100 people out there in the world with orbs, you could have 100 of them in your house if you wanted. But again, with it being so simple, the idea is that, you may not necessarily give your youngest kid their own little phone to, some of us don't even like handing them the iPads and stuff, but, they could easily have this device in their room. That's their own little special way to communicate. They could even send one to their, friend across the street when they want. So it's meant to be easily done with multiple in one location or a bunch of orbs out there.
That's right. Aprons are sexy again. All right, we have 2 late entries, even though one of them was registered very early. I didn't get any response. I thought he chickened out, but I'm glad to hear because he's back. Andrew Wilson is with Spitfire Wheels, a project, an idea that he's had for over 2 to 3 years, maybe even longer. And he told me this, and I was like, dude, that's awesome. So hopefully he gets into One Spark this year to present it. If you are having questions about One Spark, there's a Meredith and there's a Patrick. If y'all want to raise your hands, that's Meredith. She can answer One Spark questions if you are still maybe debating being a creator. But without further ado, this is Andrew Wilson with Spitfire Wheels.
How y'all doing? I think you kind of, I'm a wild card, and you can take this piece of paper and write your notes about me on the back, and if you put wild card, you'll know what you're talking about. So, yes, a bit about myself.